right, so before we get started off with this episode, I just want to say shout out to my bro Jared for coming on and being the first guest on the Mercy Old podcast. We had a dope conversation about his bounce back story, NFTs, him being an All-American and having to go Juco. So, like, comment, subscribe, and we're about to get this thing right. Just to start off, you was an All-American in high school for football.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know. I seen that originally you weren't invited to the game, but you did some things to get invited to the game. What were some things that you did, and could you just walk us through that experience of how it was to start in the All-American game?
Yeah, so basically, there was a kid that I played against in high school. He was going to Penn State, and he had tweeted that he gotten invited to this All-American game that he was about to play in it type. So you know what I'm saying? He added the dude on Twitter who invited him. So I was like, you know what? I had a really good game against them. I know what I'm capable of. I was like, let me go ahead and just send my film. You never know what could happen. So I sent my film to the dude, and he basically shut it down. He was like, yeah, I think you're talented, but you know what I'm saying? This is best players in the country. Not really, you know what I'm saying? You don't got too many offers, all that. So I just hit him back with yeah, I promise you, when I get to college though, you're gonna hear about me. And then bro, 2 weeks later, I get a random phone call, and he's like, oh, is this Jared? I was like, yeah, how you doing? He was like, man, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. I watched your film a bunch of times. I really just think you deserve an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna invite you to this game, all expenses paid, everything. So yeah, I got the invite. It was crazy.
That was dope. So what was it like playing in that game? As far as the preparation, and did they have you out practice?
Yeah, so we flew down there a week. So it was in Mexico City, which was crazy. They flew us down, all expenses paid. They paid for me and my dad, hotel, everything. It was wild. They had us do a bunch of cool events during the week and stuff too. And then just being able to play with such high level dudes like Kayvon Thibodeau, he's gonna be one of the top picks in the draft this year. Jahlil Billingsley, he plays tight end for Bama. I'm pretty sure he just declared for the draft too. So being able to being under recruited in high school and then getting the opportunity to play in that game and just really be wow, I know I can do this. I just needed the opportunity. It was crazy. It was a humbling experience for sure, but it was a blessing, man.
Yeah, I seen the video on TikTok when some hater was kind of you're not really All-American, all that weird stuff. I don't get that, but I'm bro, I looked at the roster. Like you said, Kayvon Thibodeau, for people who don't know, he's potentially going to be the number one pick in the draft this year out of Oregon off the edge. So, it's not like it was no scrim. That's an All-American in game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even if it's not number one pick, the fact that you could go to an All-American game in itself, that should speak for itself. You know what I mean? So, I never got comments like that of people hating and all that weird stuff. But you started off as a quarterback. In a previous interview, we talked about how I thought that from watching your game, I compared it to Marcus Mariota in Oregon just based off the improvising and still able to sit in the pocket and throw. And ironically, you said that's somebody who you watched in the film room.
Mm-hmm.
They switched you to running back. So I looked at the film at running back, and I was trying to think because I was at work watching it, and then I watched it when I got back to the crib. I'm trying to think who you play so I just get to watching. And I don't know if this might be correct, bro, but kind of Saquon Barkley a little bit because, bro, you run with your head down, but you still got speed to, hit the gaps and bounce to the outside, and you can catch it out the backfield. Right. So it took me an hour to think it out, but I'm I think the Saquon Barkley-esque might be the closest thing because you're a bigger running back, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I said, you can bounce it out to the outside like Saquon and can be a threat down the field like a Saquon. So who was you watching as far as running backs? Who was you mirroring your game after, or who was you taking things from in the film room?
So, Saquon, that's humbling, man. That's I appreciate that. My favorite running back of all time is definitely Marshawn Lynch. Just the way he runs, you know what I'm saying? He's just beast mode. I always try to model my game after him just because he runs so hard. And then the league right now, I really like James Conner. He plays for the Cardinals. He was with the Steelers. I really like his game. I feel like he really took his game to a new level too with the Cardinals this past season. I really like him a lot. And then kind of an under the radar kind of guy, but I really like him too because he was a D2 guy. He's in the league now. His name's Craig Reynolds. He plays for the Lions. I don't know if you heard of him, but he's really good too. I really like his game a lot too.
Yeah, James Conner, because James Conner run hard, bro.
Right.
He run hard. His story is crazy too, coming back from cancer.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody's path is just different, kind of how we're going to get to with yours. Everybody's path a little bit different, but his is crazy for the simple fact that, kind of how y'all health reasons are different, but how y'all had them setbacks but bouncing back from it. So see why you do that. So coming out of high school, it looks like you originally were going to walk on to Rutgers.
Right.
So how long were you at Rutgers, and what made you go from Rutgers to UMass, kind of in such a short span?
So basically, my senior year, Rutgers they were on me heavy because we played 2 games in New Jersey,
Mhm.
and we played against like one of the best prep schools in New Jersey that year. And after that game, like their head coach came up to me. He was like, "Man, like I'm really gonna try and put you on with Rutgers. Like I really think they could use you." So I was like, "Cool, like we'll see what happens." And they started recruiting me. And then one of my boys he was originally committed to Wake Forest, and then something like fell through with this, so he had to decommit. And then he ended up committing to Rutgers. So at that same time, we were playing, like right after he committed to Rutgers, we had another game in New Jersey. So they were there watching and stuff like that. And then, you know what I'm saying? They were on me. They were recruiting me. Basically, they had a running back ahead of me. They were trying to see what he was going to do, if he was going to commit somewhere else. He ended up staying at Rutgers. So they were like, hey, like we still want you, like, walk on everything. So it was always my dream to play in the Big Ten. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just bet on myself, stay
Right.
committed. But then probably I want to say like a week or two later, UMass kind of came into the picture. And at first, I'm not going to lie, I thought UMass was offering me a scholarship. Like they like both two of their coaches came, their head coach was on me. So I was expecting like a scholarship, and then they were like, oh, like we don't know if we're gonna have time. We don't know like before signing day, like what our numbers are gonna be, stuff like that. So in terms of walking on, it was cheaper just in the fact that I'm from Massachusetts. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like in-state tuition. And I was just really tired of like schools telling me that they don't think I'm a scholarship player. And, I was like, hey, like I could just bet on myself now, because the FCS offers I had, they weren't full. So it was like, I'm gonna be paying every year as well. Like I can just go to UMass, pay for a year, and then get put on Scully. So it made the most sense, and that's why I decided to go to UMass.
Right. So were you going to go be a running back at both schools, or what position were you going to be
Yeah, running back at both schools.
back at both schools? So you transferred, well, not really transferred. Well, you transferred to UMass.
Right.
And so how was that experience working at UMass, and what made you go from UMass to Indy?
So I mean, yeah, UMass, the school, I got nothing bad to say about the school. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a crazy school, 30,000. Like it's a big time school atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was the time when they had a new coaching staff, so they were in like a kind of like a rebuilding, trying to like clear house type thing. So it was kind of hectic. I'm not gonna lie. And then I mean, I got hurt right when I got there, kind of. So it really kind of hurt my chances. I mean, being a walk on is tough to begin with, but then I'm a hurt walk on, so like I'm really at the bottom. And then so I missed that my whole freshman season, had a red shirt. And basically, they kind of just moved on from me. They basically wanted me to go defense. They brought in a couple other running backs. They said, the likelihood of you playing, we just don't think it's going to happen. So that was around when COVID hit too. So my mindset was, all right, I'm gonna play spring ball, transfer. Couldn't really do that because COVID. Came back in the fall. I was doing the defensive stuff. Wasn't really for me. I kind of already knew, like I had some scholarship dudes ahead of me. Like there wasn't really a plan for me. So I was like, you know what, let me go see what my options are. And I went and hit the portal, and then Independence came, offered me the opportunity to play running back again. Just seemed like the best fit for me.
Right. Yeah, I know how, because I know some people that I'm cool with that they were going to a school and then had a whole coaching staff change, and everything that
Mm-hmm.
you promised or things they were telling you aren't relayed to the new coaching staff, and the new coaching staff feel like they need to, they want to do everything themselves. They don't want people from the past coaching staff. They want, so I don't know how that
100%.
goes. But you mentioned that you got injured. How'd you get injured, and how long did it take you to recover?
Yeah, so basically, like during the spring, when I first got there, I was kind of having some back issues. Never really had back issues before, so I didn't really know what was going on. But I didn't think anything serious of it. I was like, all right, eventually it's gonna go away. Ended up just kind of lingering. Tried thugging it out. Tried playing, but I really just couldn't. Like I was in some serious pain. Went home for the summer. Because the doctors at first said it was nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? It'll be all right. Got a second opinion. Doctor basically told me it was something I was born with, so I had to get surgery. So I missed that whole timeline. I was like, when I got back in the fall, like during the season, I was just rehabbing and just working out stuff. So I missed that whole season.
Right. Yeah, it's tough. Back injuries, I've never really had one because I used to play sports like back in high school and stuff. But people that I've seen with like back injuries, them things could set you back. Like you don't really realize. Well, I guess I didn't realize how important the back is as far as like you get injured, bro. All the stuff you take for granted, walking, bending over, jumping, that stuff is cut, bro. Like
Yeah.
I didn't realize how major of an injury that could be. Especially, was it like a lower back or?
Yeah, it was my lower back, and I was starting to get pain like going down my right leg, bro. Like I really wouldn't wish that upon anybody, bro, because it was real deal, bro.
I'm already knowing. So you bounce back from that injury, and OC from Indy follows you on Twitter. So how
Mm-hmm.
did that exchange go, and what ultimately made you pick? Feel like Indy was the best choice. As far as the next chapter.
Yeah, so like when I entered the portal, like I had like some of the schools that had offered me in high school, like the FCS schools, I was reaching out to them, but they were kind of in like a sticky situation because they didn't know, like COVID messed up a lot of things with recruiting, you know what I'm saying? So they
Right.
didn't know like numbers wise, like how they were going to be with scholarships. So they
Right.
were kind of just taking too long, and like I wasn't trying to miss a whole semester and just be at the crib. Like that's not what I was trying to do. So Indy followed me and he hit me up right away, and we just got on the phone. And at first, my parents were like, "No, like you're not going. Why would you go JUCO, stuff like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people only know about JUCO from Last Chance U, so it's not like, you know how it is if you've seen the show."
Yeah.
So, but then like, you know, I just got on the phone with them and the head coach, and like we just sat down after, and it just seemed like the best fit for me to really get a second chance. That's what I needed. I needed a fresh start, and they gave me that opportunity. So it was about like 2 weeks I was after I was in the portal, ended up committing there.
I don't think people understand it. Like, bro, like I guess the stereotype on JUCO is these people aren't as good, or,
Mm-hmm.
but bro, it's D1 talents throughout all of JUCO, bro. It's so many things. People just not getting looked at for some reason. You know, recruiting in that area just wasn't as heavy, or as messed up as it is, bro. Politics happen too. Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
once somebody locked in on this one player, bro, he could not even be performing higher than people on his team, but politics coming in things. So JUCO, you walk on the, well, it was offered at Indy,
Offered
but
it.
you said it was 13 different running backs, including you.
Yeah, 13 different running backs, bro.
So how do you stay like mentally connected and stable, knowing that you know you splitting reps in the beginning with 12 other guys, you know, fighting for a spot in the rotation? Like, how was that mentally?
To be honest, my mindset was just like, if I don't make it happen now, where am I going to go after this? You know what I'm saying? Like it was literally like I had that mindset like now or never. So like I wasn't trying to take nothing for granted. Every opportunity I got, I was just trying to make the most out of it. In the weight room, I was just trying to, you know, put up the most weight, sprints, trying to be the first one, like all the little things. I knew eventually it would add up. And then, you know what I'm saying? It eventually did.
So how many of the running backs did they keep?
So I want to say, I mean, you know, JUCO like dudes either quit, get cut. So I'm trying
Right.
to think for the spring season, which I had missed because of injury. I think they had, I want to say 5 or 6 running backs. But when I first got there, it was me and we had 2 other D1 bounce backs that were like everyone was like, "Oh, okay," you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
yeah. So it was a big room, man. But every day I was getting better just being around those dudes. Like it was a cool opportunity.
Yeah, no, you said like in the video that I seen that they was all ballers too. Like it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
no, you know, no scrubs or nothing. So
Mm-mm.
are you still cool with like some of the people that you were sharing the running back room with?
Yeah, bro. I'm cool with all those dudes for the most part. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like we're with each other every day in the middle of nowhere. Like you
Right.
really you form a special bond. Like I'll be friends with these dudes. They're not even my friends. A lot of them are like turned into like family for real. I'll
Right.
have bonds with these dudes for the rest of my life. Like, I'm forever grateful for the people I met there.
Who were some of the players that you was because I like to be positive, you know, give people their flowers and whatnot. So who were
Right,
some
right.
people that you was they don't have to be a running back, but who were some people in Indy that you was balling out with that you think we should know look out for?
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think this season.
I mean, even if they're not in Indy, they could be somewhere else, but just who, you know,
Right.
that you made connections with that was ballers.
Yeah, my boy Pat, he plays running back too. He went back to Indy trying to get some more offers. His name's Pat Bowen.
Pat
He had a
Bowles.
lot of offers out of high school. He's the truth. He's gonna land somewhere for sure. My boy Reggie Williams, he's a running back too. Like he was actually on Sports Center this year. He made like a crazy play, man. Like hurdled the dude. It was a wild play. I'll send it to you after this.
Bet.
And he's rehabbing right now towards ACL during the season, but I know his comeback's about to be crazy. Tavion Thomas, he's at Utah now. He's one of the best running backs in the country. I think after he's coming back for his senior season, yeah, he'll be in the league. I think after next season he'll be like a top 3 round draft pick for sure.
It's crazy. Then where's he at now?
He's
He's
at Utah.
at Utah. Okay.
Yeah,
See, his name is
Tavion Thomas.
Tavion Thomas. I'm gonna look bro up.
Yeah, he's legit.
That's what's up. So y'all had a pretty good season because you were there for just 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there for 1 year. We went 8-2 this past year, lost in the semifinals of the playoffs.
Okay. So kind of still involved in football, but everybody got that playlist on game day. You know what I mean? That get you locked in because, like I said, you was battling with some dogs, so you got to be locked in, and music help you lock in. So who's on that playlist for a game day? Like who you got rocking?
So to be honest, game days, I don't like to be like too tense. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if I'm like too tense, then I'm just gonna try and like just try and run everyone over, and that ain't the best mindset to have as a running back. You know what I'm saying? Like So I try to keep it loose. So I listen to like Lil Uzi, Future. I'll definitely throw in some Rod Wave in there just so I can get my mind right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll throw in some No Cap. Drake. Drake's my all-time favorite, so I'll definitely have some Drake in there. But I'm heavy on like the Uzi and Future. I like to just, like have fun while I'm bumping in my headphones
Yeah.
type,
Get loose, not always so serious. Still get you
Right.
get loose and get a little confident. So who's your top 5 right now? Not even just on a playlist day for a game day, but who's your top 5 right now as far as rappers? They ain't gotta be in order.
All right, no particular order.
No
Well,
order.
one, it's got to be Drake for me. Drake all time. He's my all time favorite. So, but in no particular order, Young Boy, G Herbo, Rod Wave. Ooh, so I need one more. I'm trying to think who I've listened to a lot. I said Drake, Young Boy. Honestly, I'll probably go Dirk.
Dirk.
Yeah.
What's crazy is Dirk and Rod Wave. I mean, I hear songs from them all the time, but I just got on Rod Wave heavy, bro. Like I feel him heavy. Like my top 5 right now, bro. Lil Yachty be my favorite rapper for the longest, bro.
Okay.
I fool with Yachty, not even just off the outside the rap, like what he doing outside, bro. He just know how to make business moves, bro.
No, definitely.
I fool with Yachty. I fool with Boat. I like Uzi, Wayne. Who else? I fool with Rilo Rodriguez. You know who that is?
I do too. Yeah, hell yeah. He's hard.
He's crazy. And then I'm trying to think. My 5 fluctuate, bro, because I fool with Polo G, but then I be fooling with like some underground rappers. So I'm probably Drake. You really can't leave Drake out your top 5.
Right.
I don't know if your music tastes legit, but yeah. So you said y'all lost in the semifinals in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Who'd y'all end up losing to?
So we lost to Hutchinson Community College. We beat him in the regular season and then played him again in the semifinals. It's tough to beat the same team twice, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they had our number. They did us dirty, can't even lie.
Hey, it be like that sometimes, but like you said, trying to beat the same team twice, especially in the same season, is a lot easier said than done.
Right.
So with you being in JUCO, people don't really realize like a lot of these players that's in the NFL right now have the same path as you, bro. Not everybody's path is the best in their state and go to the biggest school into the league. Like Alvin Kamara went to Hutchinson. I know Cam Newton, he was a top prospect, but he ended up going back to JUCO. Aaron Rodgers went JUCO. Levante David, and all these dudes is, Super Bowl champions. So everybody paths a little different, bro. So for people who might be watching, who might be going down the same path as you, do you have like any advice for them as far as like everybody's path is different and, not to give up?
Right, for sure. A quote that like I really, not even really a quote, like a saying that I really try and say to myself every day is just run your race. You know what I'm saying? I feel like oftentimes, especially in like the social media day and age, a lot of people get caught up in like what other people are doing. And, especially in the football world, like, you know what I'm saying? Kids will always go on Twitter and someone just tweeted they got this offer, or they're going here. And like, it can definitely be frustrating sometimes. Like, trust me, I was in that boat. That was me all of high school. But you really got to just focus on your path and your journey because everyone's path is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you really just got to run your race because everyone's race is different. So you just got to focus on you and just trust God's plan for real.
Facts. So you had a good year in Indy. So what are some schools that was kind of, connecting with you or kind of in your ear during and after your season in Indy?
Yeah, so a couple D1s. North Alabama was showing a little bit of interest. North Dakota was showing some interest too. I thought they were going to offer. It didn't really fall through. And then Central Connecticut, they're a D1 in Connecticut, D1 FCS. They were like on the verge of offering me. They wanted me to play linebacker though. Wasn't really trying to do all that. I left UMass because of that. So I was just like, kind of felt like it made going JUCO pointless. But then like, as they were about to offer me, they had to like check my transcripts and stuff. And I guess I was like 2 credits short. So I would have had to like taken like a class during the winter or potentially go back to Indy in the spring. And it was kind of just like, I'm not even going to take this offer anyways. It kind of just made no sense to do all that.
So why were these schools trying to get you on defense? Was like defense something you played in high school? Was it like your stature? Like what made them kind of think you would go to defense?
I don't know, to be honest, man. I mean, like I played some defense here and there in high school, not like my main role, obviously, is quarterback and running back, but every now and then, like I play defense. But yeah, man, it never really made sense to me why all these schools wanted me to play defense. But I knew in my heart that I'm an offensive player, I'm a running back, so I shut that down real quick.
Thanks. So you got a good year in Indy. Season's over. You got schools looking at you, but you ultimately commit to Missouri Southern. What about Missouri Southern made you want to go there, and how has it been so far since you've been there?
Yeah, so when I came on my visit, I was honestly like really surprised at how nice like all the facilities were. Like coming from a D1, like I can honestly compare like the facilities to a
Right.
D1 program. Like I was really blown away by that. And then the coach that was recruiting me, he was actually at Indy when I first got there. So like I had that like trust level with, okay, like I know I can trust this dude. He's real. Like that's the thing about some of these college coaches. Like they be kind of fishy sometimes. So you
Right.
really, you know what I'm saying? So being like comfortable like that played a huge part in it. And then just the conference, man, like it's the best D2 conference in the country. So it's like I'm not going somewhere where the football is not good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt really comfortable and I'm excited to just be able to play in this conference.
That's what's up. My boy, his name is Tyree Sorrells. He go to Northwest Missouri State, I think.
They're tough.
Yeah, but I know that y'all gonna play each other, so I'm gonna have to pop out to that game in person.
Got to.
Yeah, cause catch up with you and then catch up with my boy. He play wide receiver, so y'all both on offense. So
Oh, word.
yeah, that'd be something cool to watch for sure.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
So how long have you been in Missouri Southern?
I think this is my third week. I
Oh,
got
so you
here
haven't
the
even been
beginning
out
of
there for
this.
a while.
Nah, yeah, I just got here this semester.
So already y'all already like working out and doing things like that.
Yeah, we're doing like team lifts and conditioning right now. We won't start spring ball for like another month. Like I think like first week of March, I want to say.
Okay. So what can people expect from you to bring to Missouri Southern, and how would you describe your game? Like I said, we both know that I think you play like a Saquon Barkley. You said you watch film on him, but what can people expect of you once you actually hit the field?
Not gonna lie, man, I'm coming for it all this season. You know, like I really been through a lot with this football stuff. Like obviously, like we talked about and stuff like that. And
Right.
they're just gonna get a dude that just doesn't really quit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take more than one guy to bring me down. Like I really feel like I can do it all at the backfield. I can run up the middle. You know what I'm saying? Inside zone, and then I got enough speed where I can get to the edge. I like to block. I can catch. So I really think that I'm gonna be something that the fans and like people who keep up with D2 football are gonna be excited about for sure.
For sure. You don't seem like a me guy either, like somebody who's just worried about how many touches they get. Like you mentioned how you like to block, you can do it out the backfield. And, if you like doing stuff like that, you also have an understanding that, it's not always about you. Some of these guys
Mm-hmm.
kind of are worried about, oh, I ain't got 20 touches yet, or, become me guys. And then they kind of let that bad attitude rub off on the team. And that could just be a snowball effect to, bad vibes. So it sounds like you know what I'm saying, got your head in the right space. And, bro, I can't wait to see you ball out. I would say good luck, but bro, I really think luck is for losers. You know what I'm saying? You're a baller, so if you just do what you're supposed to do, bro, I think it's gonna go up for sure.
I appreciate that, fam.
For sure. But before we get out of here, bro, like we talked about in the last interview, NFTs, bro. I don't since the last time we talked, I really been trying to like understand what an NFT is. So like how long have you been trying to get on the NFT wave?
Past couple weeks, really, I just been trying to watch like Gary V videos, and just try and get with the times, bro, because I don't want to be left behind if this stuff really starts to take off, like people are saying, man. But it's tough, man. The whole NFT stuff, the metaverse world, all that. Like, I got a couple homies who are kind of logged in, so they're teaching me a little bit more, man. But it's confusing. I can't even lie.
Yeah, bro, I'm trying to lock in, bro. Like, I guess I just now understand. At first, I thought an NFT was just like a picture, but
Mm,
bro, like an NFT could be like a video. I saw a tweet. The very first tweet on Twitter got sold for like $200,000, bro. Like,
that's crazy.
so I guess I think I'm at the point right now where I'm just trying to gauge on like how do you determine what NFT is going to be successful? Like, is it a big guessing game, or like do you kind of have to know? Like, is there like an algorithm you have to follow? Is that something you know about, or you kind of on the same wave?
I'm on the same wave as you, bro. I'm trying to learn as I go.
Yeah, bro. I've been trying to put in these hours, but like you said, the Gary V thing, he was saying how like 98% of or 99 something in the high 90s% of these NFTs are eventually gonna flop.
Right.
So I guess that's kind of like I'm not worried about it, but I guess that makes the understanding of it that much more difficult because it's like it's so many now, bro. You get on the Instagram and Twitter, it's a new NFT every week, bro, and then it's kind of hard to try to determine like what's gonna blow, what's not gonna blow.
Right.
Wasting money, bro, is something I'm definitely not.
I feel that, bro. I definitely feel that.
That's not it, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get up on that, bro. If I figure something out, bro, I'm gonna probably shoot you some interviews or like some links
Or
that I think might be successful. And if you figure something out with your boys, bro, hit me, let me know
I
something.
got you.
I'm definitely trying to figure this out, bro. Where the money at?
For sure.
But last thing, I know I said that was the last thing, but I seen a video you making music on TikTok, bro. Is that something that you do in your free time? Because the song was crank, bro. It was a banger for sure. How
Appreciate
long have
that.
you been like into making music?
Yeah, so to be honest, like I could always freestyle growing up. Like me and my homie, we would always just chop it up, freestyle and stuff. And then like when I got hurt, when I broke my foot last year, I had a lot of free time. You know, I was back at the crib, so I was like, you know what, like let me actually like start doing something, like try and start recording music. Started doing that, and then when I got back to Indy for the season, one of my homies, he was kind of trying to be on the same type of time as me. So like every day when we would get out of practice, we were really just on it, like just making music
Right.
and just getting on it like that. So yeah, it's been like it's been over a year now. Yeah.
That's what's up. So is that something that you plan on pursuing like outside of football? Because nowadays, bro, you could be a football player and a musician at the same time. At first, that was like looked down upon, but I think it's lit, bro. Like
Right.
being good at multiple things. I don't see why you should just be in one lane. You know what I mean? So is that something that you want to take serious or?
Yeah, no, definitely, man. I'm trying to do it all, bro. If I can get the TikTok really going even more crazy than it is right now, and then obviously on the field, the music, I'm trying to get it each in every way, bro. To be honest, dog.
Sure. What's your name on TikTok for people that might want to check it out?
It's just Jared Martino. It's just my full name. That's my username on TikTok.
That's how I found you. So
Yeah,
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 check it out,
yeah.
bro. Do you plan on dropping any music soon or?
Yeah, no, definitely. I got a lot just sitting in the vault right now, and a lot of my people telling me I got to stop sitting on it, bro. So
Yeah,
I
bro.
think soon.
Yeah, I'm about to say, bro, you gotta drop that, bro, because nowadays, like apps like TikTok, bro, people like you who good that never dropped and people don't know. You could go to sleep, drop something, wake up, and I mean, it's booming. So, bro, I
Really, bro.
definitely think you should drop that. But like I said, bro, I do appreciate you for coming on for the second time. Running it back for me. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to chop it up again. Probably get something in person whenever I come to the game with you and my boy. And just ball out, bro. You got it.
That'd be fine, bro.
So just do your thing, and I think everything gonna be straight, buddy.
We're appreciate it, man. Appreciate you having me for real, dog.
For sure, bro. We're gonna like I said, when I get out there, I'm probably gonna hit you up when this drop, but I'm also gonna hit you up when I get down there, bro. We gotta link up or something.
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. Just hit me, dog.
For sure. Be safe, bro. Appreciate you for
All
coming.
right, bro. You too. Appreciate
All
you.
right. Yep.
All right.